Hello, Libra. This is Marley with Fawnandfireintuitive. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm doing a reading for Libra Sun. It's also can be used for Leo. I keep wanting to say Leo, Libra Moon or Rising. If this video doesn't resonate with you, check out my other videos for your moon or your rising sign. Okay, I am excited about this reading. We are coming up to 2020, so it means the end of a decade. We're headed into a new year, a new decade, and 2020. Not only to me does it represent 2020 vision, being able to see clearly, having clear vision for what we're wanting to create this next year and this next decade, but it is also representative of the number 22, which is a master number. It is the master builder number. Okay, so there is a momentum for us to be able to create exceedingly more than we can normally create in a year. Now that can be good because we can, if we have vision, 2020 vision of what we are trying to create, then we have the opportunity to really start to get ourselves on this trajectory of abundance in relationships, finances, career, family, health. But if we kind of stay with specific blocks and our beliefs are in places that aren't really serving us, we can create more chaos or havoc. So I want to look into what's the most important thing you can do now to get ready for 2020, to like clear the clutter and be ready for really focus on what you're trying to create. Okay, I did pull the oracle cards ahead of time, and I'm going to be pulls from the tarot, and I did sit down and meditate for all the signs to get some messages specifically intuitively for all the signs. Okay, if you're looking for a personal reading, my information is in the box below. The next Master Conduit course does start this month, and then the level 2 starts in January. So if you're looking for any additional help in really clearing out the conduit, you are a conduit for universal source energy to move through, to create. So really, yeah, I'll tell you more about it later. I want to get started with the reading. Okay, so your oracle card, Bobcat Spirit, the number 8. Okay, life is a mystery. You know, Libra, you are a cardinal sign, and that means there tends to be a season where that really like represents you and where a lot of great things can happen or a lot of transformation. And for you, that is the fall. Okay, so not only will next year be extremely powerful for you, but then a lot of that energy focused in the fall time will either be like you reaping a huge reward or huge change coming about. Okay, what I heard for you was don't hesitate. You know, you may be in this place where, of course, you know, like people always say, you know, you're constantly trying to balance the scales or be fair. But for you, I just feel like there's some things like that maybe you just keep putting off, and or like you're hyper focused on one thing and it's causing you maybe not to put the energy or the focus on other things that actually would be really beneficial for you. So when you get like an inspired idea, or you know that there's something you need to be working on, or you're having like uncomfortable emotions over and over again, don't hesitate diving deeper. Okay, I heard this song, it's kind of weird, Hopelessly Devoted to You from Greece. Olivia Newton-John sings it. You know, like I said, there could be something that maybe you're really focused on. I do feel for some of you there might be someone who's really focused on you, and it's like maybe it's not serving you, but you are like, I don't want to hurt them. And the message could be for you, like, don't hesitate. Everyone has their lessons to learn and their path to walk, and if something's not serving you, don't hesitate. And then I also feel like there's something you really need to lean into. It's possible that there's certain things that you feel like, oh, I'm just doing the right thing. You know, I'm doing the right thing. This is my duty. And it's almost like you need to lean into it. Or I feel very strongly, especially when I was channeling this, I felt like for some of you, it's like this emotion and you're constantly like just trying to balance it out. You're maybe getting fixes, chemically from other ways, just like talking to people, staying busy, like avoiding it. And there's this emotional climate that it's creating, and there's a need to kind of lean into it, lean into the why, feel it. And then I even got like, start to peel back the layers of the onion, because there's something underneath that needs to be revealed, because it's going to kind of be like an aha moment. Okay. And there's certain things it's going to feel like mysterious, whether that mean it's something that you're meant to let go of or it's something you're meant to jump into. You're being encouraged not to hesitate, because life is a mystery. Like, you're never going to have all the answers. It's never going to be completely clear, but you want to get your trajectory. You really want to examine what is not serving you, what do you desire, and start taking action towards it. Because even if it doesn't like totally work out right away, or you don't exactly know where it's going to go, you're never going to have all the answers, but at least it gets the energy moving. At least it starts putting out that signal, like, this is what I want, instead of kind of muting what you want and just ignoring it. But I want to get some more information. Life is a mystery. Number 8. Okay. One thing that's jumping out on me, the green eyes of this bobcat. Okay. Green symbolizes a few things. Obviously, like in our, like the collective consciousness, it can represent envy. And actually, like, envy can be very covert, because we can be like loving, but we can put this separation between us and others. Like, we can feel like it might just do something to us inside if we like see somebody with something that we want, or if we're afraid that they can see through us, or if we're afraid to put ourselves out there. We can kind of resent other people who have that courage or something. And so that's important to pay attention to. And the other thing, green is the heart chakra. Like, you really want to be putting out that vibration of love and belief. So yeah, I feel like there's certain things, like, you look at it, you see it, and you may not say it. You may not say it to anyone. You may not be like this big gossip or like judgmental outwardly, but inwardly sometimes you're just like, ugh, I don't like her. Ugh, I don't like that. And what's happening is, it's putting out this vibration of that's bad. I recently had something like this revealed to me. I was like, I was having a conversation with my subconscious, because I wanted to understand certain blocks, like, why am I reacting this way to certain things? And I realized, like, there was something that's very, very important to me. But because it's so important to me, sometimes I put it on a pedestal and I end up getting pretty emotional about it. And when I was asking my subconscious, like, how, why is there so much resistance in this area of my life? Like, how do I truly view this? My subconscious, how does my subconscious truly view this? Because I know, my soul and in my connection to source, the true me doesn't view it that way. But my reactions like show that there's blocks. So I was asking my subconscious, and my subconscious said pain, hurt. And so part of the reason I can't align with that is because there is so much pain still stored that I have not released. Okay. So you're being asked to dare to dream. Okay. Life is a mystery. You don't have to have all the answers. You may feel like, I don't have the talent, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, whatever. Like, small steps. Don't hesitate. What can you do today towards that vision? Don't hesitate, because there is a miraculous aspect of when you dream and when you have vision, things come in to meet that vision. But if you are procrastinating and putting it off because you feel like, well, I don't know, well, if I start, well, then where will I get that? I feel for you, Libra, there is divine intervention that's going to give you what you need, okay? And then we have the sovereign in reverse, okay? So there's an aspect right now where you're not fully understanding, like, you're not accepting your mastery. You're not accepting that right where you are right now, you've already learned so much, whether it be in this lifetime or countless lifetimes. Right where you are, you have worth, you have something to give, value to add, okay? And you may feel like, okay, when I'm finished with school, or when I learn this, or when I overcome that. But no, right where you are right now, you have value to add. And there's a need to embrace that you are a master, that there's something you have mastered, that there's something beautiful, valuable, wise, worthwhile, something that I do feel like it goes deep within you. It's like behind those green eyes. It's under the surface, and that's why there's kind of a need to peel back the layers. Almost like for some of you, it's like so many things that have happened in your life are leading you towards a certain path, and there's a need to maybe explore that a little. Look at the things that you have enjoyed doing, the things that have that light you up. Like, what lights you up? What are you passionate about? What are the interactions you've had in the past 5 years that felt really good, and why? And what are the things that you felt proud of? What are the things you wish you could do again? Like, all of those things, the things that people have complimented you on, or said thank you, or said, wow, you're really great at that. All of that is coming together. But there's a little bit of a need to pick up the crown and put it on your head. And a lot of that with the crown chakra too. Opening up to your higher self, opening up for divine inspiration. Let's get a few more cards here. Five of Swords. This is it's not even just it can be someone going for a win-lose, like I win, you lose type of competitive vibe, which with that envy energy, it could be, that you feel like someone's done that towards you. When in reality, the best bet is to go towards the win-win. Even with people, if you feel like they're your enemies, they're still a reflection of you, in a way. You may not take the same actions, but there's something that's resonating, some reason that it's bothering you. And that energy, and it could even be with the swords, it is kind of coming to me that it could even be more in your mind. One of the definitions of that card is cut off your nose to spite your face. There might be just a little bit of self-sabotage going on, and maybe projecting it outward. I just keep hearing it like a refusal of owning your mastery, that you are sovereign in your reality, and that both the positive and the negative are a reflection of certain things created. We have the Star in reverse. This can be Aquarius, but it's putting off healing, putting off facing something. Six of Swords in reverse. For some of you, it's moving on from something. There's a lot of swords energy here, Libra. So a lot of thinking. Hanged Man, which is good. Hanged Man is a different perspective. It's kind of like facing the pain, facing nailing, the martyrhood. And the good thing, what I'm kind of feeling about the Star, I feel like for some of you, maybe there's it's like, I don't even know what I'm passionate about anymore. Is it worth the fight? Is it worth the energy? Because it kind of goes from this chaotic energy to, I don't know, you're waiting around for a different perspective, for some sort of inspiration to come in. Queen of Cups in reverse. That's come out for so many. It can be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Pisces here twice, but there's an aspect of, it's either shoving down emotions or just emotions that don't serve you, almost dwelling in those emotions with that Hanged Man here. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in reverse. You know, there could be some blockages that come from family, like harsh interactions. But there's also, it's like, okay, I'm going to stay busy at home and avoid whatever truth is trying to come in. Yet it keeps coming out. It could be that, you know, you feel there's like, okay, you could have like everything that you need, like financially and in your home life, and yet it's like an itch you can't scratch. Something's not right. You need healing, and you're like, but do I want to give up all this comfort? Like could be like a fear of letting go of like what you've already established. For some of you too, you know, December could be a little hard for you. Like if you're coming around with family and you're having to revisit certain things that stir up emotions, but you're not the victim anymore. You're letting go of the victim mentality. And sometimes forgiveness is very important because we can react to certain things that like our family triggers us, but we're not reacting just to them. We're reacting to like the laundry list of things that happened in the past. We have the Fool. I'm hearing like the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker might be significant to somebody here, but okay. So we have the Fool, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of communicating honestly in a new way. It can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a new beginning. You could be having a new beginning with a younger Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be afraid of kind of starting a new life with your child. For those of you that, yeah. We have the Queen of Swords. So definitely, I know because it's a general reading, I'm giving more than, you know, I am hearing different stories, but I do feel a strong story. Someone's very emotionally unsatisfied at home, and like they want a new beginning, either with a child or with a younger person that they trust and connect with, someone that makes them feel young again. But there's this like hesitation to actually be single or speak out about the truth, to make that choice. We have Capricorn here, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, again, it's like kind of, it's constantly like looking back, not really fully going in search. And I think that's why there's a huge need to peel back the onion, you know, because the Devil energy, there can be like love addiction or addictions, but somehow it's bondage. Somehow it's being addicted to something that makes you feel okay more than, although I feel like for this, even like Capricorn, it's pointing towards timing. It's pointing towards like a lot of things that are going to be happening in December. It's helping you go deep. There might be some uncomfortable emotions, but it's helping you go deeper to get to the root, okay, to expose it. And then there is addiction coming out pretty strong with the Devil and the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Empress, okay? So some of you could be, you know, dealing with either a mother. You know, a lot of this emotion could be happening with a mother figure or with your children, with a wife. Tell me a little bit more about this Empress. You know, and it's possible, you know, you could have been like living for your kids, and even that, or living for your family, and that started to feel like bondage. It stopped feeling abundant because there was kind of a loss of autonomy, a loss of a sense of self. I'm getting chills now in my crown chakra. A loss of like continuing to work on healing and pursuing dreams that you have. And now there's like a little bit of emotional unsatisfaction. Three of Cups. Two of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's it. I mean, it's like, I feel like it's saying, okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo again. But, there's some things that are going to be happening during this like season. When you're getting together with friends and you're around family, um, it could be that there's a certain argument, but there's going to be things that are kind of helping you see what's not fitting you anymore, peel back the layers of the onion, and really dare to dream and get some passion back. Okay, there may be some, I feel like there is going to be ideas, you're going to kind of be able to see ideas for a career, um, and it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race. Like, don't give up. Recognize that certain things are coming in, and no matter, like, there may be like somebody that you love so much, whether that's your children, family members, or romantic partner, like you're so devoted to them that you've allowed yourself to become a little bit transparent. And when they but there's a need to like keep your own dreams alive, keep your own wishes alive, like have that star out on the horizon that you're still reaching for. Okay, if you guys are looking for a personal reading, my information's in the box below. And again, if you're interested in the Master Conduit course, there's one starting this month. And even though it's during the holidays, it is self-paced. We do have a group chat, and but whenever people are getting overwhelmed, we just slow down a little bit. But I love connecting with you guys in that way, and it has been very powerful. So if it's something you're interested in, shoot me an email. If you need a payment plan or whatever, I'm very open to working with you. So don't let that hold you back. Okay. So much love to you guys. Bye.